Whole lot of money in the bank. I got a job. I spent my money. Dirty, keep it in the place. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. You know how you just be like running around the house doing stuff and the music is absolutely perfecto. That's the mood in this morning. This amazing morning. I was looking outside to see sun was shining. So this is Good Tea for Life, the moment where we take some time. You guys, my eye is swollen, but it's actually going down. Like it doesn't hurt like it was hurting. I should just go already to care now. Anyway, probably will go later. But moral of the story is I was just texting my mom and we were talking, and it was interesting because just, you just be chatting, right? And I said, let me know where you guys are listening from. Michigan in the house. I love it. And I said, she said she was tired. And I said, just like, okay, we were just kind of like girl talking. And then I said, oh, I need 6 months of vacation. And then it was funny because right when I wrote that, I was thinking to myself, I laughed. I could literally figure that out. Like, that's how amazing the world is. Like, literally, I realized, why am I writing that as if I can't create my reality? And so I want to inspire you guys today to really look at like the power of what if. Because it's just really, really fun. And that's really the way that my mind has worked so far. I just begin to think about what I desire. And then I start thinking of what would that look like? What if I had all these other things figured out? Like, what if this is what I now desire and it came to be just because it's where my soul wants to go? I say vacay loosely just because I would be creating music and working on things. I would just be doing some other stuff, right? So then I was thinking, actually, I could do that. Like, I want to do that. So now my mind I just begin to play with the power of what if. And I want to tell you guys that it's tempting a lot of times to start going, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? I ain't got it like that. Everybody loves to say, I don't have it like that. No one had it like that in the beginning of anything. Like, they just decided that they're now ready for whatever it is that they're asking for. And so I want to inspire you guys today to dream and feel into the feelings of the emotions of the very things that you're dreaming about. Feel the excitement, feel the freedom, feel all of those things, right? And so then just begin to like brainstorm, like play with ideas. Remove the have to get it right feeling. My eyes itching. Remove any of that and just relax and just go, what if that was my reality? Like, what would I be doing? Where would I be living? How much money will it take for me to actually do this and sustain and not be struggling, right? And so that's the way you think. And that's not how we think naturally, you guys. That is not how we think. We literally are always in, how I'm gonna pay this next thing, how I'm gonna pay this next thing, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Tiny. So I want to inspire you guys today to dream, to daydream, to really play with questions. There's a book that teaches you this really well. Let me find it. Hold on. How are you guys? Hello. Did you read Proverbs today? Y'all know it is the 10th day of the month. So if you read Proverbs chapter 10, what I love, it's one of my favorite chapters because it talks about being lazy. And, that's just the way I was raised. The conversation of not being lazy, the conversation of getting off your butt and making things happen, the conversation of being a go-getter, the conversation of just all of that. That's how we were kind of raised. So I love that conversation. And I think that was Proverbs 10 verse 4. Laziness leads to poverty. Boom. How to get rich. Don't be lazy. We can all go home now. Don't be lazy. If there's something that you want to do, go all in on it, right? I'm trying to find this book for you guys. P.S. There's a song that's called Speechless that is absolutely amazing. It's by Dan and Shay. And Tori Kelly sung it with them on the VMAs or the BMAs. And it was so amazing. And I think everyone should just listen to it and just go like this. Because it's just so pretty. Okay, the book is called The Magic Question. Go get this book. Okay, go get this book, The Magic Question. I love this book. It's really, really good. I play with it every now, like I just let it play when I'm doing stuff. And you guys, it's really, really, really good, but it'll help you practice thinking outside the box. A lot of us are literally just living in a box. And I just refuse. I refuse to live in a box until I die. And even then you can cremate me because I could care less about any of those things that people put money into to go into the ground. I'm already gone. Do what you will. Anyway, good morning from Vegas, Arizona, Memphis in the building, Michigan. I want to start doing some events on that side on like Michigan. Let me pull up a map because who don't know the map is you, me, I do not. Hold on. Let's see. Gonna play it for life. Switched it all up in one night. I'm listening. My music is still playing, y'all. Okay, where's Michigan on the map? Okay, this map. Who puts a map that has all the cities, the states in the wrong place? That was confusing. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Michigan, Ohio. Yep, in that area. North Carolina, Georgia, just all of that northeast stuff. Illinois, because I got a lot of you guys over there. I need to play on that side of the map. And it's happening. It's happening. In the meantime, the power of what if is what I just wanted to just drop that on your hearts, because there's something that you want to do. There's always something that you want to do. And there's always something that you're telling yourself that's not necessarily true about why you can't go and do whatever it is that your heart is saying that you are now to go do. So I want to inspire you guys to get the book, The Magic Question. It's really, really, really good. The Magic Question. No, I don't get paid to tell you guys about that, but it's really good. And I want you guys to just play a little bit. On this Friday, play a little bit with what if I could actually go and do this? What would that look like? And I think a lot of times we're sitting and waiting on a moment when the reality is a lot of times we can create our realities from just looking at whatever we want to do on paper. Like for me to take a 6 months vacation, I really just got to play with numbers. And that's it. That's all I got to do is play with numbers, right? And so, and then wait for the idea and the action and the thoughts that you will know. Like that's the thing about being tuned in, and you got to turn off a bunch of other crap to be tuned in, because you'll just know, like you'll get this thing and you're like, this is what I'm meant to be doing. It's like when I moved to California, I just had a gut feeling. I did not know anyone. Some of you guys are cute. Like I didn't know anybody. There was nobody that was going to be helping me pay no bills or nothing like that. You know, and when I decided that I was going to move to California, all of a sudden things would happen. I helped someone do something on their iPad, and then she just through regular conversation started talking about something, and we figured out that we knew somebody that we don't even talk to anymore. But through that conversation, she was renting a room in California. I would have never figured that out if I hadn't have been nice. And this Proverbs today, in Proverbs chapter 10, is talking about being a good person and how much your life is just going to be amazing because you're simply a good person, having morals. And it also talks about how good words are life. Some of you guys are going through some things. I talked to someone this morning. Their mother has dementia, and she was trying to push. And I'm like, whoa, trust me. I know what that feels like. I saw my mother last night, and I just was looking at her. I have to, it's sad to watch my mom. She's so small and so fragile now and so tiny. And it's like literally watching her leave and she's still here. That is the most depressing thing. I've been crying over that and didn't even know I was depressed about it for almost 2 years. And I'm not depressed now. But I didn't know that I was experiencing grief. Grief is a better word than depressed. But I didn't know that, that was the transition that was actually happening. So I kept trying to push and do all of these things, and it just wasn't working. 2017, 2018, it just wasn't working. My soul just wanted to rest and process. And it took me a long time to be able to articulate that. And I'm saying that because you have to pay attention to your soul. Like your soul is telling you to rest and you're still trying to go. Also pay attention to when you're just being lazy and a scaredy cat and you're trying to sexually procrastinate. That's why you got to be tuned in, because some of you guys are talking about studying and doing all this research and you're just hesitating, and it's making you miserable because every day that you don't do the thing that your soul wants to do, you're freaking out and you're beating yourself up. And so you're in this whole battle in your head trying to live a life, and that's a mess. But also there's moments when stillness is required and you're trusting to walk on water because you don't know the next step. And that's the problem. We always, even I, want to know the next step. And trusting and walking on water is literally trusting as you take steps on some water, that if you look down and if you do the wrong move, you drown. And so it's a faith life, guys. We live a faith-based life. I don't know, about you, but it's faith all day long. Just finished reading Psalms. Congratulations to your brother. Thank you. You guys gave my brother so many congratulations. I love it. Thank you guys so much. That means the world to me. That means the world to me. So much stuff you can do for free that just makes your heart smile. And that meant a lot to see all of those thank yous. Putting it into action is key for sure. Thank you for all you share. You're very inspiring. Thank you so much. And you're welcome. I can't help it. My friend was like, you literally just talk to people, anybody who will listen. I was like, okay. But it's true. I just love to share what I've learned because I'm always like, I gotta tell somebody this. I figured it out. I gotta tell somebody this because nobody didn't tell me. The hell, I'm mad about it. So then I just that's where it comes from. Akia, what's up, boo? Victory says, how to balance God and money without feeling like money is no becoming my God. Is no becoming. Oh, like money is your God. Is it like you got to figure out where that's coming from. They used to teach when I was growing up that money is your God, right? And that's what made you have this lack, scarcity, fear, broke mentality. And then most of the people teaching that there's somebody rich and then everybody else is broke, trying to not be money or God. I believe that you're put on this earth to prove God. I believe that the more money you have, the more blessing you can be to someone else. You can't bless me broke. You are broke. You frustrated because you can't pay the bill and you can't do all these different things. You can't bless me because you're giving from an empty cup. And that's not what God desires. And so you have to just really go within and go, you know what? God, it's my duty to be rich. We have an abundant earth. Nature itself is an example of the abundance of God. Like you put a seed in. I went to my dad's house last night. My parents be staying up late. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, what y'all doing? So we was all chilling. My dad was watching something that was completely creepy. I don't know why he's watching that. And he has all these plants in the house because he's obsessed with gardening. And I was just looking because months back, I could actually even go find the video. Months back, he had like 90 pots of stuff, right? He was like, baby, this gonna be this and this gonna be that. And all I saw was pots. The beauty of nature and the abundance of God is that my dad saw all of the flowers already being born and birthed. And some of them, he was like, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to plant these seeds. And he texts me every now and then. Let me find the pictures. Every now and then he'll text me a picture because he has all these different color roses that he wants to plant. And so now they're actually blooming. It's May. This was early. It was still cold outside, right? And so this is one of the flowers that he texted me literally on Wednesday and was like, see, I told you. So he has yellow flowers, pink flowers, and all of these flowers are being, born. And here's why I'm telling you that. That to me is God's example and reminder. Look, he has this. I don't know what that is, but there it is. I don't know what that is because he gets all excited and I have no clue. But he sends me all of this stuff and it's just amazing because he has a pink one too. All these different colored plants. My point is, the example of God is nature. Like you put a little bitty thing, you just put it in some dirt and water it and put it in the right conditions and it naturally brings forth something. And I believe that that's what we're here to do. We're placed in a condition where we have to sprout through some dirt and get some, all of it matters. Everything that you've experienced that was bad or good matters. And it's prepping you for what you're blooming into. And so you cannot. How can a broke church help the community? How can a broke anything? Like, seriously. So money is not a God unless you literally think that you're not, money becomes a God when, I don't know, when I know people who, they don't talk to you if you don't have money, or they don't even feel like they don't even feel like anything if they don't have any money. Like they are like their whole value itself is in money, or they believe that money is the reason why they are what they are. So yeah, if you're thinking like that, no, because Jesus gave us a perfect example. I am that I am. If God is in you, I am is a complete sentence. So whatever, no matter what I've experienced, no matter what has happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, I am good enough and I am powerful. And that's it. And so it's not because of money. It's not because of makeup. It's not because of a car. It's not because of an apartment or a house or your man or your woman or your kids. I know a lot of women who hide behind their children. I'm just going to raise my children. And they just forsake themselves. And then they get older and then they feel like they haven't done anything. And oh my God, what is my life? What you can make anything your God. You can make sex your God. A lot of people make food their God. I know a lot of people who literally say they don't want to make money their God, but they literally make food their God, as in it's just that's the thing that makes them feel like whatever. Guys, it can go either way. And I'm here to tell you that to sit and not want to do that, you're sending the message subconsciously, like subliminally, to keep you in this broken poverty state, or to keep you in whatever state of whatever you make a God. Like that's, don't even worry about that. Don't fear that, right? Just trust and know that you're good. God is good. God is in you. You are good. The end. You don't have to work. Your heart is good. You seek to be a blessing to others. You seek to keep growing in God. Like, I don't know. I don't have a fear. And I noticed, I remember when I first got my Mustang, my boyfriend at the time bought me a drop top Mustang, and I had the fear. It's funny how that story popped up. Perfect for you. I had the fear that because I had that car, that I was like getting on the dark side. I was being too much. I was being evil. I was being like, and it comes from that church crap of making things your God, right? And so I was so scared that because I had this car, that I wasn't maybe holy, or I wasn't whatever. I didn't feel worthy of the car. And literally stuff happened. And it's funny because I got into a car wreck, walked away. I should have died in that car wreck. Got into a car wreck. Before that, I just remember having moments of feeling like, oh gosh, I don't want to make my car, because I liked my car. And I kept thinking because I liked it that I was worshiping it or idolizing it. And no, I get to like my freaking car. I love looks, everything. I get to do that. But I kept thinking, because I was fresh out of the church too, I kept thinking because I liked my car that I was a bad person. So just check that, whoever that person is, maybe that's what you're talking about. Because so after I had a car wreck, I had gap insurance. Please, if y'all don't have gap insurance, I get tired of seeing people who have car wrecks and got no insurance. You got liability, or you ain't got no gap. Okay, get you some gap. That is the dumbest thing. Black people, we real good at not getting a good car. You got a whole car. You ain't even gonna put no insurance on your life. What? Anyway, when I got to the dealership, I felt that I should get a little rinky-dink car, and rinky-dink by my standards, it may be perfect for you, but I downgraded because I was scared to have what I actually desire. I downgraded because I was scared to, and here's what's funny. In order to make myself feel good about the downgrade, I actually got like, and here's what I call it. Please don't, for me at the time, it felt like a downgrade. This may be your current car, and that is totally fine. But I got a Ford Focus, and I'm not saying Ford Focuses are a downgrade. For what I desired, I wanted my drop top, but I was scared to have it. I didn't feel that I was worthy of it because of the way that we grew up in these stupid teachings. So I got a Ford Focus, and to make myself feel better, I got heated seats, heated mirrors, and all that stuff. I got all the bells and whistles, automatic start. I was all bold in there. Since I'm getting this car, as if someone made me get it. I remember that. I got that car, and I got all the bells and whistles, and it was really, really nice. It was actually funny because my friends that all had BMWs and stuff, they were like, your car has more stuff than ours. It was actually a really, really nice car. I missed my little Ford Focus. It was cheap on gas, and it was popping. It was all black leather seats, heated seats, automatic start, heated mirror. It was really, really nice. But what I really wanted was another drop top. But I was so scared that I got in the wreck because God didn't want me to have the car, because I was idolizing the car, and I wasn't. I liked my car. It was as simple as I liked the car, and I was very excited because I'd never had a car like that. So I was excited and then I just self-sabotage. You guys have to be very careful of that and know that you deserve good things, and know that, like I said, nature to me is a great example of God, because the earth, it just replenishes itself. Like it just, no matter what they're saying in the news and all that kind of stuff, you guys, you can still put a seed in the ground and it's gonna, boom, something's gonna pop out. Look at the ocean. That's why I love being surrounded by oceans and looking at the ocean and being in nature, to a certain extent, because she don't do mosquitoes. But it's because it's just an example of God. Like there's abundance, and we are human. So we get into the who, what, why, how is it going to happen? And that's when all of the fear comes, and everything opposite of faith is fear, which is doubt, which brings us all of the turmoil and drama that we have. So I'm just ranting today. It's Friday. I think Fridays, I just rant. Have you guys noticed on Fridays, I just pretty much rant. I pretty much rant all the time. Good morning, everybody on Facebook. Francine. Oh, cool. I didn't know that was your mom, Akia. I love it. Now I know. When you trust money more than you trust God, it becomes an idol. Yeah, like when you trust anything more than you trust God, it becomes an idol. People trust that food will comfort them before they actually go pray about something. They just go eat. So totally, well said. Well said, but well said, Tiff. Money is not bad or good. Right. Money is neutral. And that has everything to do with what you're taught or where it comes from. Like, for example, my mom last night, like I gave her a napkin. She took the napkin and she tore a piece. If this is the napkin, she tore this much and started to dry her hands. My mom has such a lack mentality, and it screams now that she has dementia. It screams. She wouldn't even eat her food. Last night I had to take her sandwich. She was in the car on the way from graduation, and she kept saying, "Anybody hungry?" And I said, "Well, girl, must be you." And we were just laughing. I know how to make my mom laugh, so I'm laughing. And I knew as soon as we got home, she was gonna forget that she asked for that food. But I knew that she was hungry because she said she was hungry in the car. So my mommy can't go to bed hungry. So I have to play a game with her, and like she won't eat. If you give her a sandwich, she feels not worthy of it. Oh, let me feed you first. Because a lot of times back in the day, a woman gets an award for taking care of kids and forsaking herself. You don't, like Oprah, and I love this interview with Oprah and Iyanla Vanzant saying, you do not get an award for sacrificing your needs so you can take care of everyone else, because you're whack, you're depleted, and it's like not even the best version of you that you're giving other people. But anyway, my mom last night, she takes the sandwich and she doesn't want to eat. She's like, no, you eat, baby, you eat. That's how she does. So I have to literally play a game, take the sandwich, cut it in half, and just be comfortable with her eating half a sandwich or nothing, because she won't eat the whole thing. She will not take a whole of anything. You give her a napkin, she don't split it. She's done that before dementia, before the napkins came out. Remember, the paper towels where you cut well, now they have like a full sheet of paper towel, but it has like the perforated line, so you can split the paper towel in half. My mama been doing that before that was ever something. My brother always said she created that. She would take paper towels and cut them in half. When we were kids, she would take them and cut them in half. Like, we got to make this last, because there's not enough mentality. You guys, like, you got to know where your stuff comes from. So I'm always kicking that ish out my mind, because I grew up and that was the conversation. That was the majority. That was the way that we grew up. So I don't want to feel guilty anymore to chase my dreams. Yeah, don't feel guilty. And Tiffany just said it best. Tiffany, let me see how she said it on Facebook again. When you trust money more than you trust God, that's when it's your idol, for sure. I think that's perfectly said. We are blessed to be blessing to someone else. You have to become a giver. And totally, you can't be scared to give. Some of you guys, like, I've given my last in my bank account. Like, you can't be scared to invest. Some of you guys are trying to do all these things and you're just so scared to invest because money's not going to come back. That's why money doesn't come, like, because, you just have this fear. It has a hold on you, and you're making money. You're giving way too much meaning to the money, because money is an extension of the work and service and whatever you're putting out. You can't bless me broke. I mean, there's some blessings you can sing. I can sing to you, even though you may not pay me for it. But at some point, I'm gonna need. I saw a video of Jaheim. Did y'all see that video of Jaheim? What is going on? Someone tell me what is happening. I know I ain't the only one who saw that video. Beautiful, powerful, so true. Amen. We're blessed to be. Yes, you better preach truth. We have to overcome our fears. I think it's just a daily walk. And that's why you need God. You need the Holy Spirit. You got to wake up and plug into God first and know that you are enough because of it. And then listen to what your heart is wanting to create and what your soul is wanting to get out. And then follow that and trust that God's going to, like, everything's going to flow. Like the next right step is going to flow to you. And if you desire more finances, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, finances is how you get to go and do all these other things. So money is like, it's neutral. It's just, I desire it. My life requires it. Gap is a blessing for sure. Money is not bad or good. It is your relationship that has to be examined. Do you hurt people for it? Are you willing to do anything for it? Is it the love of money that has to be examined? Yeah, money only brings out who you are. So you have to look at your motive behind anything. That's like alcohol. That's like sex. That's like drug. Like, you have to look at your motive behind why you do whatever it is you do. Why do you have some women need to let go of a man because you making that be the reason why you exist. And then when he goes, you go, and all that. Like, that's your motive and intention behind anything, you guys, is always, it should never be. That's why Proverbs is like, just be good. Just be good. That's it. Like, that's it. Look at the reason why you want the money. You want the money to have a business to help people? Boom, that's good. The end. Don't question it. We need to renew our minds daily. All day, definitely. Oh my God, my mother does that with toilet tissue. She takes one square. She has dementia too. I feel better to clean up her mess than to teach a lesson. Yeah, I don't never. When my mama does that, when people have dementia, I tell my dad this all the time. He always trying to prove her. I'm like, she has dementia. Like, she wants to tear tissue, fine. I ain't even address that. I just watched her do it. And, okay, girl, that's how you feel. And to make her eat her sandwich, I cut the sandwich in half. And then I'm like, let's play a game. Okay, we're going to eat our sandwiches, Mom. And then I'm like, we're going to eat at the same time. And she was like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, she pick up your sandwich. And then she would have picked it up. So I put it in her hand. And then I'm like, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. We got to take the first bite together. And then she just make it a game. It's like they turn back into like a kid. So I just made it a game, and then she ate her sandwich, and we ate the sandwich together. And I took my time and ate slow so that she wasn't, if I eat too fast, I don't want her to be like, whatever, because she'll try to give me her sandwich. So dementia's a trip, man. It is such a trip. But you definitely have to always be in the what's best for them, because I see a lot of people with dementia, they get frustrated, or you mad because you're trying to do what you're trying to do, and they irritating you, and it's like they have a disease. And so if you love that person, then you're going to have to adjust, because they're the ones that are incoherent. You're welcome. Thank you. You know, I love my mommy. I wouldn't be who I am without my mother, so I would do whatever. I love her. I love her. I love her. She's so precious. Hey guys. What's up, Monique? Hi, Nissi. Is it Nissi? Anyway, the power of what if is as simple as, I was thinking, I want to take a 6-month vacation. And then I'm thinking, how much is that going to cost me? And what am I going to be doing? And where? Do I want to be in different countries? Like, what type of vacation? And I started thinking, and I say vacation, but not really a vacation, just kind of like time off to just breathe, to breathe. So it's just the power of asking, really good questions, you guys. Ask really good questions. And that's it. You guys, I'm hungry, so I'm going to go. Oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock. Is it really? Wow. Thank you, Victor. We are worthy, period. Right. You guys, I'm going to go get my eye looked at, because I don't know, WT cuss words is happening. You guys see that? There's nothing on it either. I don't know. It happened when I was taking off my mascara. I literally felt something. It feels like when you get lash extensions, and I was doing like this, and then I felt something like poke. So I don't even know. It's 9 a.m. in Arizona. Got on late. Amen to all said. Hey, Claretta. So we're going to talk about business in a minute. So meet me back here at noon. I'm starving, so I'm going to get some food because I cannot. The end. The Power of What If. Get this book, The Magic Question, and have fun with asking questions and creating something new without any of these other thoughts and myths and scary things that we have in our brains that limit us. It's not the pink eye. It's not even pink. And the crazy part is it's actually going down, but my eye's not pink. So I think it was just maybe because sometimes, guys, you know, your mascara could just be bad. Like, anyway. That's right. I want body. Yeah, I gotta go to the place. I've been just sitting up procrastinating about going to the Care Now place. Because, you know, the way my life is set up, every time I go in, they be like, oh, you're fine. And I'll just be like, oh my God, the process of going into a germ infested place. Okay, guys, I'm out. Peace out. I will see you guys in like literally 50 minutes. Okay. Back, same channel at noon Central. Bye, guys.